So, in the latest update, we saw the addition of a new event called Bounty Operation, and it's looking like this event is going to become quite a mainstay in the game if we look at the scheduling of it. It started this Tuesday on the 9th, and already it's going to start again on the 16th here, judging by the events calendar in game. The VIP confirms it's a regular event here, and he says it's about every 2 weeks, so we'll see what the future scheduling of the event actually ends up like, but whether it's every week or every 2 weeks, that is very frequent as a release schedule. The first day of it being out has been a bit messy with crashes and stuff, assumedly because of all of this stuff which gets chucked out onto the world map, but the event itself is quite low maintenance in terms of how much you need to do to actually keep on top of everything. So you'll find it just through the events page and then bounty operation, and you'll see here in this left-hand column, which is what you'll default to, your set of quests to which you'll be able to do. And most people will be able to do 10 of these per day. This will refresh every day at reset, so you'll be able to do 30 of these quests across each instance of the event. The number of daily quests does scale to your account size, so if you're smaller you can have 9, 8 or 7 as far as I'm aware as daily limits, but I've seen even Hall of Faces accounts with 9 as the limit, so I'm just going to treat it as if everyone has 10 as a limit because it seems very, very easily attainable to get to that point. And at the most basic level, it will be a very simple event. You just pick which quests you want to do, you then click go, and then you'll be able to choose which commanders you send on these quests. There will be certain requirements of the commanders you send, which will have to meet these criteria, but it doesn't actually matter which of these you send, as long as these criteria are met. So I wouldn't waste time individually clicking on any of these or thinking it through. I just click automatic and auto-select these every single time. Spending any more time in it than that would just be entirely unnecessary. Then you click depart, and it will send out your quest out into the world map like that, and it will start a timer depending on the level of quest you're doing, and eventually when that timer is finished, you'll be able to claim the quest there and get the rewards. So as you saw, there are various versions of these quests, all with different rewards, and if this event is going to be as common as it seems to be, these rewards are actually very significant. Best quests available will be these gold ones, as you see up here. For most people, this quest I have here is quite low value, but for a new account, if you say port a apprentice account to your home kingdom to get eligibility for this event, being able to get 2,000 of the materials required to get up to Meister Tower 25 for free is very, very good, plus the diamonds, the speed ups and whatnot. I took some screenshots here of either all or most of the gold quests so you can get an idea of what is available through the event. So you have up here 20 glorious chests, friendship chests, dragon marks, SS medals, both universal ones and specific ones, reforge or unlocking ore, gear chests including mountain clan chests, which is very nice for pre-hitters. You have ancient scriptures, for those accounts that still need T5s, combat manuals, awakening materials here. You have different commander chests, which is very good for free-to-play players, or again, alts. And considering you can get all of this for free, and can send out 30 of these quests every version of the event, and it's looking like it's being released every 1 to 2 weeks, the rewards are very, very good. If you were to approximate the black diamond value of each of these quests, it would probably be around 20 black diamonds per gold, and then obviously scaling down as the rarity of the quests go down. And when you can do that 30 times, that really is significant. So obviously every quest you're going to get isn't going to be gold. There is a refreshing system though. With golds, they can't actually be refreshed. So you see here, orange quests will not be refreshed as they already offer the highest level of rewards. So if I refresh this here, you'll see I have one already in progress, and then I have 8 of them between grey, blue, and purple rarity, and then 1 of gold. So all of those greys, all of those blues, all of those purples will refresh when I click there, but this gold one at the top won't. So effectively every single gold one you get, you will have to do because they won't be able to be refreshed. So even though this account has Mice Tower 25, which means all of these materials are useless to me, I have no choice, effectively, to do this. So that is one negative to it. But you will, if you really want to, buy bounty tokens to refresh these quests with 2k diamonds each. This can be a bit of a trap though, because the drop rates of the gold quests is quite low. So you see there, +2, haven't gotten any golds at all. There's actually no purples here either. Again, no golds here. And then no golds again. And then finally I get a gold. So that was 8k diamonds to just get this 1 gold. So what's the best case scenario is very, very high value. You can find yourself in a bit of a trap if you just find yourself refreshing over and over and over again. The strategy I would use is probably not chase all golds, because it's just going to be too diamond intensive. Especially if it's that frequent, that's going to be a lot of diamonds to keep up with for most people. I would refresh early a little bit, try and get the best quests possible. So again here, this is gold, so I sort of have to do it. But the more of these you do and the more of these you send out, there are less of these being refreshed. So now I only have 7 of these which are being refreshed. So effectively every refresh I'm doing has lower value because there's less of them to refresh into gold quests. So I'd quite happily settle for high value purples. This account I'm on here doesn't have T5s, so this is definitely worth doing. And then I keep refreshing. 2 golds, this is somewhat irrelevant to me. It's a decent bit of diamonds and speed ups, even in the worst case though. I have to send all the golds, so I'll do both of those. Reforge or locking ore, very good. And then now I only have 4 of these left to do. So at this point, I'd say it's just not going to be worth spending diamonds and refreshing anymore, chasing those golds, just because there's so few of these to actually refresh into them. So I'd settle for friendship chest there. That's a pretty high value one. Same with the commander chest. This account still needs some of these commanders, so might as well settle for that. And then I only have 2 more. It's quite similar to rerolling weapons in this way, where you sort of want to keep all 4 of the slots unlocked until you have a good base attack, just to maximize your chances there. So you see, if I just keep refreshing with only 2 slots, it's going to be very, very low value on those. So in this case, I've basically wasted 6,000 diamonds, so you're going to have to draw lines and just settle at the end of those refreshing runs, and then go again next day when you have 10 to do again. In terms of what's best to choose, I think a lot of that is just common sense and account dependent. I could maybe do a future video, maybe tiering these or doing a priority list of these in terms of what's most valuable. But a lot of them will just be very simple decisions. If you still need T5 books, obviously getting 10 T5 books for free is very, very good. But if you already have T5s, this is basically pointless for you. So the decisions will be there for you to make depending on what you need specifically. When the timers of these quests tick to 0, 3 things will happen. So 1, obviously the person doing the quest will be able to click on it and then claim the rewards. If you don't manage to claim these before reset and you're worried about what will happen there, what will actually happen is, if we go down here, the quests will be able to be claimed, but they won't take up any of the 10 daily quests of the following day. So here I did quest the previous day, didn't claim them before reset, so there's 3 there, 6, then up to 9, 12, and 13. So you can see it exceeds the 10 quests, because these 3 at the bottom here were able to be claimed after reset, but not under today's daily limit. So in terms of quality of life there, that's actually quite nice. You don't have to be panicking, setting alarms, or doing anything crazy like that to make sure you're getting all the rewards. There is one way you may lose out on some rewards though, which is the plundering system. So there is assisting and plundering. These are the second and third things that can happen when this timer ends up at 0. So you can assist anyone who is in your own alliance, and you can plunder anyone who is in a different alliance, plundering will actually take a portion of the rewards away from the person you're plundering and give it to yourself. So this quest here is this at the bottom. If I go and plunder it like that, I'll receive that. And then when this quest is claimed up here, you will see that the Reforger will drop from 60 down to 59, and Chavo here has taken a portion of those rewards. Assisting, on the other hand, will also be able to be done when the timer hits 0, and if we see here, so this is the one I'm going to assist, when I click into it and then click assist, it will vanish from the world map like that, you see, so it can then no longer be plundered. So the way you're going to want to be keeping on top of this, you have 5 assists and 5 plunders per daily reset. You'll want to be assisting people in your own alliance so they can't be plundered, and also getting extra rewards, obviously. Assisting doesn't take away rewards from the person whose quest it is at all, like plundering. And you'll probably want to be using plunders on alt accounts if possible. That can end up being a lot of effort though. But if you really want to min-max it, just spam out as many of these as possible on alt accounts, and then try to take the highest value things possible onto your main accounts. Something to note with the plunders is anything below, I think, 6 is the breakpoint, will not be able to be plundered. So for example, if you plundered this, you wouldn't get any friendship chests, you'd only get the gold, the speeds, the diamonds. Same with these commander packs, you wouldn't be able to get any of them. Same with troop appearance medals. So there is some plunder immunity with the highest value items there, but still ideally, on your main accounts at least, you don't get plundered whatsoever because you want the maximum rewards. So all in all, it's a pretty simple event. There are probably some follow-up videos I can do in the future with the drop rates of the quest rarities or tiering the quest rewards in terms of prioritizing what you want to get. But the TLDR of it, if you want to min-max the event, is take the highest value purple and gold quests for your account. Don't be too greedy with the refreshing, because particularly when you have fewer quests able to be refreshed, it's going to be very hard and very expensive to get those high rarity ones. So don't just go broke every time trying to get the best quests, because you will just end up with 0 diamonds. When you have 3, 2, 1 quests left, just settle for what's there. Don't just sit there hemorrhaging thousands and thousands of diamonds into trying getting something decent there, because it will just be, considering the diamond loss, lower value than what you're spending on getting it. Assist where you can for the free rewards, and remember that assisting will effectively give plunder immunity to whoever you're assisting. And then with plundering, the best way to do it will probably be with using your own alts and trying to chase high value quests for your main account to plunder into. So things like Reforger or combat manuals or T5 books is probably what you want to go for there, and then just plunder yourself for the best rewards possible. And that is the bounty operation event.